Yeah, let us start the session. Yeah, first let us understand for first roadmap, guys, please. Okay, for today. So up to this point, what we have understood, please. What is DevOps we understood? What is multi-cloud? Why multi-cloud? We understood up to this point, guys, please. So today our agenda is, so let us understand what is AWS and Azure, how to create AWS, Azure accounts, how to create servers on AWS, how to use AWS server. So these are all the things which we are going to be an experience for today. And before starts, let us understand the roadmap. What exactly we are going to be. Let us understand the roadmap once, then we will be continuing. Yeah. So we're going to be covering basics of Linux, basics of Linux, and basics of shell script. Any shell script, any scripting language is required. That's what we're gonna be covering, shell script. Then we are gonna be start with what? Multi-cloud. Multi-cloud is includes AWS and Azure will be covered. And in this, we are gonna be discussing about a compute model, a network model, storage model, identity access model, and database model and others also. So these are all things we are going to be covered. So compute on both in AWS and Azure also. In AWS, in Azure, in networking, in AWS and Azure also. Both clouds will be covered. And others like monitoring, whatever. But so whatever we discuss here, it is a totally three ways. Multi-cloud is going to be covered. Three ways, guys, please. Graphically, we are understanding means through web interface, through internet, we can able to log in, we can able to handle. And we're going to be learning CLI. Command, by executing command, we can create infrastructure. By using in AWS CF, formation, ARM in Azure. And we're going to be learning Terraform also. By using Terraform, we can able to create, we're going to be learning Azure and AWS both. That's what we are going to be spending more time, guys, please. So whatever we're going to be learning, graphically we're going to be learning, and each and every either compute model, network model, storage model, IAM model, database model, whatever may be. So first we're going to be understand graphically, then we're going to be an experience commandly in a file format. By executing a file, we can create infrastructure and Terraform also. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. Either you go for AWS or Azure. It is a cross cloud. It is a common place for work for Azure and AWS. So this is an exactly multi-cloud we are going to be then. So DevOps then we're going to be start with DevOps. Please. While implementing DevOps, we're going to be taking infrastructure from AWS cloud and as well as Azure also. But in this, which are all the models we're going to be covered? Ansible, Docker and Kubernetes. That we calling as what? KTS also. Kubernetes. And CI/CD mod. In CI/CD, Git, Maven or GitLab, GitHub, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, and moreover, monitoring also. In monitoring, ELK and Grafana. So this is what exactly we are gonna be. It is a roadmap for our course. But by end we'll do, so we're gonna be do the individual projects also. We're gonna be do individual projects. Individual projects also. So we'll do on Ansible one project, on Docker and Kubernetes one project, and CI/CD one project. By end we'll do by using all together, we're gonna be implementing main projects. So by end, Ansible is one model. By end we'll do one project. For example, let's say, so I'll show you how exactly we're gonna be writing. One second. So in Ansible, we are gonna be using what exactly this kind of projects. I will teach you what exactly we're gonna be. I will teach you, don't worry. Yeah. So for example, so I'm gonna be teach you. So how to write an AML. So what is the role? Each and every concept we're gonna be understand, understand. By end, we'll do one project on Ansible itself. On Ansible itself, we'll do one project. Clear. The same way by using Docker and Kubernetes. After completion of Docker and Kubernetes, by end of this model, we'll do one project on Docker and Kubernetes also. Okay, by how to deploy application. So how exactly developer can write the code, how we can pick up, how to build an image, how to write a Docker file, how to write a Docker file. So we're gonna be, and by using that image, how exactly we can able to deploy applications on hundreds of servers. We are gonna be implementing one project. So I will teach you these are all things. Okay, these are all the manifest files. I'm gonna be teach you, don't worry. It is a format, it is not a programming. It is not at all programming, it is not at all scripting. It is a simple like a format. Who knows English, they can easily understand. They can easily understand. So what is RC? What is the deployment? I will teach you these are all things, okay? In Docker and Kubernetes. So I'll set very clearly. So in Ansible, one project, in Docker and Kubernetes, one project, in CI/CD. So what we are understand Ansible, what we are understand Docker and Kubernetes, we are going to be an automate by helping of CI/CD. Jenkins, by using Jenkins and Maven and JFrog, we are going to be an automate. One pipeline will be implemented. That is look like this one. Yes. Which I shown you yesterday. It is look like this one. The CI/CD with Docker, the CI/CD with Ansible. So we are after understanding what exactly we are understanding Ansible thoroughly first. Then we are understanding Docker. We are understanding CI/CD by helping of Ansible model after understanding Docker model. Then by end we'll implement the complete CI/CD process. CI/CD process. CI/CD process. So while implementing the CI/CD process majorly, we're gonna be covering Azure, AWS pipeline, CI/CD pipeline, project with Java. The same way, Azure CI/CD pipeline project with Java only, but it'll take another any .NET or Java, whatever maybe we can take it. Okay. So, and each and every model individual projects will be covered. And we're gonna be do one more two projects, major projects, main projects, we do that. So totally it is around 4 mini projects and 2 major projects will be covered. And here also I'm gonna be do that in networking. So in networking, one project, in compute model, one project, I will show you. I will show you, please. Right. So we're gonna be implement this one auto scaling project. Auto scaling project in AWS and Azure also with the help of Terraform. How auto scaling means, for example, let's say in Flipkart, in Flipkart. So how many users can log in right now? Can able to come to know? Even Flipkart don't know. Today is a normal business day. Tomorrow is a big sale day. Definitely the customers will be double tomorrow. But how to handle this load internally? Only one server is enough? No, we have to maintain lot of servers and n number of servers. Servers will be increased, servers will be decreased based on the customer load. Based on the customer load. So how exactly we can automate this process? How exactly we can able to automate this process based on customer load? Our infrastructure should be increased, our infrastructure should be decreased. This which you calling as what? Scaling. Scale up and scale in. This project which we are going to be implementing in AWS and as well as in Azure also. It is a practically implemented. These diagrams will be implemented practically. It will take minimum. So each and every concept, understanding thoroughly, first of all, for example, what is a CloudWatch? What is SNS? What is the load balances? Put a zoom in. So it will take to understand minimum 1 to 2 weeks. By end 2 weeks of time. So in EC2 computing model, for example, let's say in computing model, it will take around, where it is? Yeah. Computing model, it is around, it will take 2 weeks of time minimum. By end, after understanding altogether, we'll implementing auto scaling process either in AWS or in Azure. So by directly we can't implement. We have to understand each and every service like CloudWatch, SNS, load balancing, EFS. These are all the things. And one more project we'll do in networking. How to implement a networking in both places. In both places in AWS as well as Azure also, but common place is Terraform only. But commonly we're using for Terraform. That's what we're more focused on multi-cloud. DevOps is multi-cloud. Terraform is more focus. So yeah. So how exactly we can able to get a private zone wise, public and private. So for example, all the things we can't able to keep it in the public. So our application server in public, a database server in private. So how exactly we can able to provide, say, how to create private network, how to create main network, how to create a subnet networking, how to exactly load balancing between these or all the machines. So each and everything we're gonna be understand, then by end we'll do one project in networking also. But these three are supporting for these two projects. Okay, fine. So I explained very clearly. So what are the roadmap for flow of what exactly we are covering model wise, and in multi-cloud what exactly in DevOps with Azure and DevOps, Azure and AWS, what exactly, how exactly the project, which are all the projects we cover. Clear. This is what exactly our 5 months duration of this course. That's what we're taking for more time, more duration. So it is not sufficient, but I'm trying to make it is a neck to neck. I will finish this because of it is required around 6 to 7 months is required, but we'll make it is 5 months. Okay, don't worry. Yeah. So totally we covered. By end we can get it experience with what DevOps with multi-cloud, AWS administration, because of why I'm confident in AWS because of more than 40 plus 45 plus services we covering in AWS, 40 plus services in Azure. So that means we are underlying this. We are going to be covering Azure administration, AWS administration also covered. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Very clear. Fine. Great. Any questions, please, up to this point? You can unmute, you can talk to me before move forward next process. Any questions? If it is say no. If we have yes, yes, and say yes and ask the question. Ganesh, Sriharsha, Vasudevan, Venkat, Venkateshwarlu. Is it clear? What is the agenda? Yeah. Shall we move forward? Yeah. Fine. Today, so let us experience. Today, let us experience. So let us try to create a AWS account for today. We can't be create both Azure account and AWS account at a time. So let us experience for today AWS part. Okay. How we are gonna be getting into the AWS. How to create a server. Let us experience guys please for today. So how to create AWS account? How to create AWS account? And before that, let us understand what we have discussed in the last session. Let us revise one more time within 5 minutes. Then we will move forwarding into the creation of AWS account, creation of AWS server. Will do that. So first, what is an exactly data center, please? The data center is a huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room. We calling as a data center. These data centers are located in different geographical locations. In Mumbai, in Chennai, in Singapore, in UK, in so many places. From these data centers, if we can access resources over internet from your laptop, is nothing but what exactly the cloud. What is the cloud computing? For deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure is required? Either servers, network, database, storage, and whatever may be infrastructure. If we can access, if you can access over a internet from this data center, from a laptop is nothing but what exactly? Cloud computing, the remote placed resources such as servers, network, storage, database, if we can access over internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud. But cloud is a rental based infrastructure. We are not buying anything. We're gonna be taking only rental based infrastructure. For deploying a Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure we can able to get it from cloud based on usage we're gonna be parent. We are not buying anything. We are not buying anything, any physical service. We are not maintaining anything. Just if we go for cloud, whatever the infrastructure we required, we can able to get it based on usage. We're gonna be pay rent. But which cloud guys, please? AWS and Microsoft Azure. These two clouds we are gonna be learning. Okay. But either you go for AWS or Azure, Google, the same kind of infrastructure we can able to get it, but naming conventions are different. For example, let's say, so if it is a storage in AWS, we calling as what? EFS, file storage. In Google, ZFS. In Azure, Azure files. Got it very clearly. So what exactly we want is infrastructure. Either you can able to get it AWS or Google or Azure, but this naming conventions are different based on our requirement, maybe pricing, maybe security, based on our product, based on our application demands, we are gonna be taking. So maybe we're taking from storage from AWS. Maybe we're gonna be CDN from uh, Google. Maybe we are gonna be taking from cloud services, cloud computing from Azure. Okay, so the combination of if you're deploying our application, we required n number of services required. Maybe few services from AWS, few services from Azure based on security, based on cost, we are gonna be. So why we are gonna be using multi-cloud? Because of so cost we can efficiency, we can able to save cost, better flexibility, better reliability, better performance, better security. That's what we are gonna be using multi-cloud. and market also, it's gonna be moving into the market is moving into the multi-cloud. It is a common place for Terraform. By using Terraform, we can control our AWS or Azure also. But let us understand for today, AWS. What is AWS? Amazon Web Services. In AWS, totally how many models we gonna be discussing? As we discussed, guys, please. As we discussed. So compute model, networking model, storage model, IAM model, database model, other models also, other services also, guys, please. Okay. So AWS, we're gonna be learning VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. VPC is nothing but what exactly? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Compute. RDS is nothing but what? Database. DB. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. For deploying our applications, Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure is required? Either compute, network, storage, IAM, database, other resources, which we are gonna be getting from cloud, which we are gonna be getting from cloud. Not only VPC, not only compute, not only database, not only storage model. So under network model, so many service. Under compute model, so many service. RDS model, so many service. S3 model, so many service. Total is around 40 plus AWS services which we are going to be learning. But let us start with what? Let us start with what? VPC. Let us start with what? VPC. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. Means it is just like your office network. So if you go for any office, the computers are connected with what? They use private physical wires with the computers, am I right? The same kind of network which we can able to get it over internet. Repeat again. A office kind of an isolated private network if we can access over internet in virtual form is nothing but what? VPC. By using VPC, by using VPC, we can able to create our own network. First, we need to create AWS account. How exactly we can able to create Gmail, Facebook the same way? We can able to create and we can able to log in. Once if it is getting under the AWS, then we can able to create your private section. This is your private section. This is my private section. This is your friend's private section. In this private section, we can able to create resources, either your compute or database or whatever may be. In AWS, we calling as EC2. Server as name is called EC2. Database name called RDS. And once if it is create and we can able to resources, who can access, who can be access, we're gonna be writing a rules and regulations. Rules and regulations. And once if it is create a network, on top of it, we are gonna be creating a server. Server is just like your laptop. Which are all the components available in your laptop? The same components we are using in our server also. But what is EC2, please? Compute means what? RAM, CPU, i5, i4, i3 core. Am I right? The computing power, if we can access over internet in elastic form, flexible form. Elastic form means what? Flexible. So we calling as what? EC2. Elastic kind of computing power. If we can access over internet, we calling as what? EC2. 1E, 2Cs. 1E, 2Cs. That's what we calling as what? EC2. by using these components. In your laptop, we have a CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, network card or not. So the same kind of resources we are using for creating a server. For example, let's say I want to deploy a Netflix kind of application. I want to do business with the Netflix. That's what I want to deploy. A Netflix kind of application. What we need to do, please first. First, we need to create a network. Yeah, same thing we can able to implement in Azure also. Same, parallelly. Just focus on if it is show both and maybe confusion happen, that's what let us focus on AWS. Then we'll go for Azure also tomorrow. Network we created. On top of EC2 means server will be created. On top of this, we're gonna be placing Netflix kind of application. After placing Netflix application, we're gonna be accessing our internet. Like this. But what about customer information, login information, where exactly we can able to store by using RDS, Relational Database Services, RDS. Relational Database Services. By using RDS, we can able to get MySQL, Oracle kind of databases, any kind of PostgreSQL also. Okay, for deploying our application by using VPC, we can able to get a network. By using EC2, we can able to get a server. By using RDS, we can able to get a database. Very good, excellent. But question is, sir, why we are using Netflix? For browsing movies, web series is, if it is a Blu-ray printer, if it is a Blu-ray printed movie, it is a more than 6 GB of file. Can able to inserting into the database? 6 GB of file? No. That's what we rely on a third part external storage like simple storage services. By using S3, we can upload or download any kind of data, any kind of file over internet. It is just like your Google Drive. How we are using this Google Drive? The same way we can able to use our S3 bucket. The best example is this PPT itself. This PPT is presenting from Google Drive. The same way we can use it. So for deploying our Flipkart kind of applications, what kind of infrastructure is required? Yeah, we can able to getting into the cloud and we can able to use it easily. We can able to place and we can able to do business. While doing this, we require an automated process. That are not automated process which we can able to get it by DevOps process. For that, we are going to be learning this. Clear? I hope you people are understands very clear. But if you want to getting into the cloud, first we need to create a AWS account. AWS account, guys, please. I will provide the document. I will provide the document in the chat box. Please, you can download it and you can able to create AWS account and Azure account also. Please wait. I will provide the document. So this is what exactly AWS account creation. I will let it be download. I will upload into the, I will give in the chat box. And each and every student can able to get this. Can you try to open this document? By following this document, you can able to create a AWS account. So what is the first step, guys, please? What is an exactly first step? Please be Google it. AWS console. Click on create a new account. Click on create a new account. And once if it is click on create a new account, you will be landing onto this page. This is a 12 months free trial by using email address, password, confirm password, and AWS account name. Please fill this. Free means what? All the free? No. Some of the paid, some of the free. Which are all the free, which are all the paid? I will guide you. By using based on free trial, we're going to be complete our practice with either AWS, Azure, or DevOps, please. I will guide you. And please be choose your personal data. Don't go for professional, go with, please with personal. Please your full name, phone number, country, address, city, please provide it. And provide your debit card details, don't go for credit card. Please provide only debit card details just for verification. It will detect only 2 rupees. This 2 rupees also revert back to your account, in your account within 24 hours. And verify your phone number, provide working phone number, get verified the OTP. And by choosing a basic plan, don't go for developer plan, business plan. Please be choose only free trial. It is enough for our practice. In real time, that is different. Real time is that is a different case. Okay. But as of right now, you have to choose only basic plan only. Please, I'm again and again reiterating. Please choose only basic plan. Once if you do choose basic plan, your account will be activated within 24 hours and we can able to log in by providing your credentials. Once if it is logged in, you can able to see this. We can able to see, you can able to landing, we can able to go for whatever the resource you want, either computing or a networking or a storage or a database, we can able to create. Got it? Yeah, let it be logged in from my end. So type it in the Google AWS console. Click on sign into the console. And provide your registered email address. Provide the password and sign in. It has asked me MFA, multi-factor authentication. But in your case, it won't ask. In your case, you don't ask you, please simply skip it. Simply skip it. So what is it displaying in my mobile? 237132. That is MFA code through my mobile. So once if it is successfully landing into this, then we can able to choose what kind of service you want. What do you want? Either you go for EC2, S3, VPC, IAM, CloudWatch, database, whatever thing. Same thing which we can able to do in Azure also. Got it? Understood. But today we are gonna be creating a server. What is the agenda, guys, please? After successfully create AWS account, then please be create a server. Please be create a server. How to create a server? Server is just like a laptop. Am I right? As we discussed, server is just like your laptop. Which are all the components? What is EC2, please? EC2 is nothing but what? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. By using EC2, we can able to create a server. Server is just like a laptop. Which are all the components available in your laptop? By using same components, we can able to create a server, but naming conventions are different. Not same. But let me show you one slide, then you can understand very easily. One second, let me show you for our understanding. Go for our slide, EC2 slide. Then easily we can able to find it. Yeah, here is you can compare with these two. So EC2 just like your computer. What is EC2? EC2 just think about like your desktop. EC2 think as your basic computer. That's it. Which are all the components available in your basic computer? Operating system, CPU, hard disk, RAM, firewall, NIC card. But the same components we are using for EC2 server also. But what is the name here? In your laptop, we call it operating system. Here is a AMI. Here is a CPU. Here is a instance type. Here is a hard disk. Here is a EBS. Here is a RAM. Here is a RAM. Here is a firewall. Here is a security group. Here is a network card. Here is a IP address. Clear? Yeah. Yeah, let it be, make it note first, then we will be starting implement, please. First, what I need to do, please. So, which are all the steps we need to follow, guys, please. First step is what? Create a AWS account and log. That is the first step. Then choose AWS or EC2 service. Then choose launch instance. Instance is nothing but what server? Instance is nothing but what? Exactly the server. The name which you calling instance in AWS. In Azure also same terminology. Once if you choose launch instance, then choose instance count, name of the server, what purpose you are going to be creating, either for web server or application server or database server. You have to choose how many instances you want, how many servers you want, and what purpose we are going to be creating. We need to declare here. And once if you to choose Ubuntu, Linux, AMI. AMI is nothing but what? Operating system, as we come to. Then choose instance type as what? T2 micro. It has 1 core CPU and 1 GB RAM. Then create a PEM file. Create a PEM file. It is just like a password. How we are going to be logging the laptop, any server, any machine. You need to provide a password or the same way, but instead of password, we are going to be using PEM file. Once if it is choose PEM file, then choose a default network and subnet. No need to worry about it. Just blindly choose it. Okay. So we'll go for networking, subnetting. We'll discuss later. That will be separate module. Don't worry. Then choose security as SSH and HTTP. Sir, what is exactly SSH? What is an exactly SSH? What is an exactly HTTP? Let me write down further understanding. SSH means what? We can able to log in from Linux to Linux machine to the Linux machine. But HTTP is nothing but what? After installing web server, we can access web server from it. Then choose a default 8 GB of root volume. It is just like a hard disk. by choosing Lance instance, we can create server on AWS. Clear? Steps are very clear, all of you. Shall we? Shall we implement this? Shall we implement this? Yeah. What are the first step which we need to do, please? EC2. EC2. Have you chosen EC2 means? Then automatically we're landing onto the EC2 dashboard. In EC2, we are going to be learning, which are displaying left hand side. These are all the things which we are going to be understand. The load balancer, AMI. Okay. We are going to security group, networking interface, load balancer, target group, auto scaling. Yeah, which I explained in a project by using this only. But we have to understand these are all thoroughly. Then by end we'll implement auto scaling project also. Yeah. But today, what is the agenda? Just to want to create a instance, I want to show you for today's session. That's it. Okay. Just to be click on launch instance after choosing EC2 dashboard. Just choose, click on launch instance. And the instance count, how many guys, please? 1 or 2, 4, 5 thing. 1 lakh. Yeah, as much as you require. But as of right now, as a beginner, so as a free trial, please choose only one instance at a time. So to avoid a and free trial, avoid a paid amount. Okay. Please choose one mission, one server enough. What are the purpose of this server? I want to make this server as a web server. I want to make this server as what? Web server. Just to be choose web server. And let it be go for Debian, whatever maybe Amazon, Mac, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, Debian, Linux machine. Any Linux machine, let us go for Debian. Choose. I'm gonna be choosing Debian machine. Once if it choose Debian machine, Debian operating system. Yeah, T2 Micro. It has 1 core CPU and 1 GB by default. It is a 750 hours free per every month. So with the help of this, easily we can able to practice without paying anything. And we're gonna be using existing PEM file, or else if it is the first time, create a new PEM file. The PEM file name is anything, but my key, any name, but I'm gonna be giving my key, the date is today, 11th June 25. Okay, once if it is click on create, automatically this PEM file will be downloaded. Is this PEM file is downloaded or not? Yes. Yes. If you lose this PEM file, that means you're gonna be losing the server. It is just like a password. Without password, you can't be login laptop, any server. The same way here also. So with the help of this PEM file only, we can able to log in, or else we can't. And if it is scrolled down, yeah, choose by default network, default subnet. And if it is scrolled on, I'm gonna be choosing SSH and HTTP. SSH means what? Secure shell. HTTP means what? Hypertext transfer protocol. By using SSH, we can able to log in from Linux to Linux. HTTP means what? We can access web server over internet. Yeah, we're gonna be choosing 8 GB of root volume. It is just like a hard disk in a laptop. By choosing, these are all the configuration. Just to be click on launch instance, automatically create a server in AWS. Yeah. And then we can use the server for any purpose, anything, whatever you want, you can make it. Yeah. Is this server is created or not? Is it creating or not? Tell me. Is it creating or not? Is it running or not? All of you, please, can you confirm in the chat box? Guys, please tell me. So how much time it is taken to create? Hardly 1 minute, am I right? Yeah, but did they pay any single rupee? No. But without paying, as soon as possible, can able to get the server for your application. It is very important or very useful or not? Tell me. Yes. But let us understand another way, please. So, for example, you want to buy a laptop online. Can able to get it within a 1 day? And without paying any amount either by you or banker, can able to get the laptop within a 1 day? Okay, but what about physical service? Is it really possible to get within a 1 day a physical server without paying any single rupee and upfront amount? No, not possible. But cloud is offering with you. Cloud is offering with a rental server. It is just like a rental car, Ola, Bora. Get it immediately, use it, and whatever tariff you need to pay. The same thing here also. When you need a server for deploying our applications, we can able to get it as soon as possible. Based on usage, we're going to be parent, but this whatever using T2 Micro is a free of cost. Up to 750 hours per day. With the help of this T2 Micro, we are going to be practicing our DevOps in AWS and Azure. Not only T2, the same thing in Azure, different names, different naming conventions. But I will teach you those things also. But once if it is used, if you don't want it, we can able to turn it also. Clear? So easily we can able to create, easily we can able to terminate. Means what? Delete. Got it. Understood very clearly. But tomorrow, how to use? So today is not time is not permitted. That's what we'll discuss about. How to use servers. How to use servers on cloud. That is the class for tomorrow. That's it. Do you have any questions? Please, you can unmute and talk to me. And moreover, guys, please, before I'm taking your questions, so whatever I'm teaching, it is recorded. I will share with you registered email address. Who are all done the payment, those people will receive an email. Okay. I'm gonna be giving through via registered email address. I'm gonna be giving drive access, and daily whatever writing class notes, running notes, and what I'm explaining, and each and everything will be recorded daily basis. You're gonna be receiving a recordings. So as an assignment, you need to complete on the same day itself. Daily, you need to promise yourself 1 hour class, 2 hours minimum. You need to take a practice. Totally, you need to commit yourself 3 hours per day. Okay. And moreover, tomorrow, whatever you joining the meeting link is expiring by today. Okay. I will share with your registered email address, or else call to admin. Our admin will give it to the new meeting link. Join from tomorrow. So we will meet with new meeting link tomorrow at same time. Got it? Any questions, please?
Hi, sir.
Please, Vasudha, please.
Actually, last time I enrolled for Azure DevOps, but due to the health condition, I didn't continue with that class. So,
Okay.
can I continue in this class?
Definitely can.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So please, if you're already registered, please share your registered email address with our admin. They will,
Okay.
okay, please.
Yeah, last time I sent the email also, they sent that within 6 months you can join any time.
Yeah,
So, that's
yeah.
why.
You can continue the same batch, but
Okay.
please talk fast, then send a one WhatsApp message also.
Sure, sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine. Ganesh, please.
Yes, I have a question. So you said we're going to start with the Linux and those systems
It's a
basics.
combo. Yeah, it's a combo package.
Base.
It will be covered this flow, not as an exact flow. but it will be complete. The combo package will be covered.
I see. Okay. So you said it's gonna take about 5 months, 3 hours every day.
3 hours means what? 1 hour only class, but you need to practice. What, for example,
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I mean, without practice, it's not gonna happen.
yeah, that's
So 2 hours of minimum practice. Is it the everyday thing, or like in a like once or twice a week, or 3 times a week?
depending on you, but the classes are at least you need to attend the class daily basis. That is important.
Yeah, it's a daily basis.
Daily basis
Yeah,
from
okay.
Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a holiday.
So what is the like? Is there any prerequisites for this course? For example, do I need to have some previous like knowledge about coding or
Nothing. Actually,
Python
the
or whatever?
basic Linux and shell script is required. That I will be covered. Don't worry.
But so if we don't have, that's also fine.
Fine. I will take care of it.
I see.
If you can understand my English, enough. Enjoy.
Okay. Yeah. And the other thing is, how do I send the payment?
So talk to admin. I'll give you the admin number here.
Okay.
In WhatsApp message to the message first, then they will send us payment method.
I
Then
see. Okay.
it's WhatsApp.
Yeah. All right. I think those are my questions. And
9297.
yeah.
1 second. 9297 9297 Please use this number to further communication. All of you, please make it note. Tomorrow, if any problem while you joining in the session, please contact the admin. They will help you.
Sir.
In case tomorrow session.
Sir, Mahi, sir. I have one question, sir.
Please.
Sir, in this course, it is covered Azure API management and Azure data factory. It will cover, sir, this.
No. Purely it is an administration point of view. In Azure, no, in AWS, in the cloud, lot of models, lot of thing is there. But we're covering only administration part. Okay. For example, you are a data analyst. You are maybe data engineer. You are maybe you are working as a data warehousing. Then you go for data related course. That is it will take 3 months course. That is different.
That is different, sir. Azure API management, Azure data.
That is different completely. So that is data related course, but it is administration point of view.
Okay, sir.
So the prospect is very different. Azure means what?
So,
it's not for all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In AWS also same. Yeah. But we are covering only administration.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
My last question. Sorry. So, what would be the the career prospect of after finishing all this like successfully? Like, do we need to do the certification exams or?
Yeah, you can able to go for AWS certification, Azure certification in Kubernetes. In DevOps, not whole, but you can go for individual certificate, like Ansible certification and Docker certification.
And then apply for job.
Yeah, you can apply the job, but I'm promising you.
What kind of job? Like what kind of job titles?
You can go for as a DevOps engineer. You can go for a AWS administrator. You can go for a Azure. But finally, you are ending with DevOps with multi-cloud only.
Yeah, but will that be enough to apply as a DevOps engineer, administrator or engineer, whatever?
Yes, you can.
I see.
Yeah, but my end, assuring you, please. So by end of this course, maybe you're spending 5 months of duration of time with me. So if you regularly follow my classes or what I'm delivering in the class, if you're implementing in a laptop as an assignment, whatever given assignments, you can get an experience in your heart, in your feeling, 1.5 years of experience, real experience.
Okay, that's nice.
Then after by using that, you can manage up to 3 years of 3.5 years of experience in resume. You can manage. That is basically. But real means real only. Okay, we can't replace for. So by joining this course, we can't replace 4 years of experience. Yeah, true. That is we can accept the fact.
Yeah, we have to be realistic.
Yeah, but 1.5 years of experience, we can get it. Without it, can manage up to 3 years. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Yeah. Was it even Venkateshwarlu? Any questions? Venkateshwar, your voice is not clear.
Yeah, no question from my side.
Thank you. Thanks, Venkateshwar. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Shall we continue by tomorrow? Tomorrow we will meet with what?
Sorry to interrupt you, Maha.
Please.
Yeah. Actually, this course will be helpful for us to join as a Azure deployment engineer.
Yeah, deployment. Yes. True.
Yeah. How we can do the deployment activities by using this course? Will it be covered in this course or not?
1 second. Can you repeat the question, please?
Oh, yeah. Based on this course, we can able to cover all the deployment tasks and activities, right?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. We are going to deploy any of the project.
Java project we're deploying. We're gonna
Okay.
be deploying Java project.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
For example, Kubernetes. Let us take a Kubernetes.
Yeah.
So developers are keep on writing the lines of code. We need to take care of it. We need to build our own image. We're gonna be deploying onto the hundreds of containers or pods. But this
Yeah.
entire process we're implementing on Azure itself.
AWS itself, right?
ADV, and same way AWS also we're gonna be.
Okay.
The same way Ansible also.
Okay. Sure.
That is our agenda. So the whole what you're asking, we have to cover all.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you. We'll continue by tomorrow, guys. Please. Thanks a lot. Please, we'll continue.